Woody.
Yeah. You get the front row seats. All right. Well, welcome everybody to our Team Infinity Zoom Thursday, March 23rd, 2017. And oh my gosh, can you believe it? March is almost over.
That's
wow.
insane.
Time is marching on. So I see Sharon. Sharon, see your forehead and your hand, and that's it. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Good to have you here, Woody.
There she is.
There she is.
Good to see everybody.
All right. Well, I decided to get really official about these meetings, and I created a template. And all we have to do is fill in what goes in the template. So when anybody else when anybody else is running the Zoom, I can send you this template. And basically you just follow the sections. So the first thing I get to check off is I started the recording.
Oh, that's
okay.
smart.
That's important to remember. I tend to forget, so it's on the list. The second thing on the agenda is to welcome our esteemed guests. So we don't have any guests with us here this week, but I hear we had one the last 2 weeks. Eileen, that's exciting. Do you have any guests I missed?
I think that was it. Just
okay. All right. So you guys, it's okay and actually encouraged for you to bring guests who are looking at the business so they can see what an amazing, awesome, cool team we have and that they would never want to miss being a part of that. I see Adule is here. Adule's iPad is here anyway. That's good. Hello, Adule. And, okay, so that's the welcoming guest part. Last week's challenge, that's the next part that we want to talk about. And I believe, if I got it right, Sue challenged people to look at the event list and pick a Promptings Academy near you.
Yes.
And, to see about committing to go. So what'd you guys come up with?
I actually just spoke to Eileen about it today, and we are choosing Houston. For at least my team is choosing Houston. It's what makes the most sense for us. Eileen actually lives in Lawrence, Kansas. So for her, I don't know whether she'll drive or fly or what she'll do. It makes the most sense to fly from where I am because it's almost a 14-hour drive.
Look out, Houston.
Yep. Houston, July 29th.
Ooh, hot and sweaty Houston, July 29th. Okay, well, we shall see. That's cool.
I thought about the Seattle one, though, Tracy. Are you going to go to the Seattle one?
Well, that's the one that makes the most sense for me, location-wise. May 20th. I did write it down as the possibility. I honestly don't know at this moment if I will go. So I'm going to talk about that in a second, but yeah, Seattle would be awesome. If you guys were coming, then I would just have to get there.
Yeah, Sue wanted to shoot for May 20th in Seattle, but it's my daughter's birthday, and they'll maybe only be home for May when they get out of college because they both have internship opportunities other places. So yeah. I would to commit to be out of town for 1 week. I knew they were going to be home for the summer.
Yeah. So. Well, it's very possible for me. That's the one I wrote down. I'm not committing this moment, but that's the one I'm going to shoot for.
Okay.
How about you, Woody?
I'm aiming for Houston.
On the July 29th one also?
Yeah.
Because he wants to hang with the cool kids.
I do. That's like instead of going to there's no convention this year.
Yeah, true.
And so we got a wedding coming up. Wedding coming up in the spring, June, and then Europe in September. So this makes the most sense for me.
And Gene Berry lives in Austin. Everybody might have to just go over there and crash Gene's place.
Couch surf on Gene's.
Yeah. How about you, Adule? There's some up in Canada. I saw that. Oh, you just went to one. You've kind of fulfilled yours already.
Well, yeah, I went to one, and I've decided each time I go to that town, actually, I'll try and target it in such a way that I'm there on weekends to attend Melissa Barlock's presentation. And actually, I don't know if you know Mitch and Mitch and what's her name, with her husband. They're bikers. I also went to they do have a Thursday one too, so I also managed to attend that. So
Nice.
yeah,
Learn something
But,
new every time. Yeah.
every time I know. But I'm targeting Houston, 30%.
Excuse me.
So
Awesome. Oh, 20%,
30%.
30%. Okay. Wow. I might just have to do that, huh? You guys are all doing
buzz
it.
on down to Houston, Tracy.
Okay. We're supposed to go to North Carolina for a wedding. It's really close to that time, so I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it starts shaping up.
To bring Pat. Some
Yeah.
of us haven't met him yet, if you can believe that.
I'm keeping him a secret.
Yeah.
He has been to one convention, but that might have been before you went or before I met you. You were probably there and I was probably there and we didn't know each other yet.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Okay, and Sharon, how about you? Did you pick up promptings?
Well, I went to the one in Vegas. Can you hear me?
Yes. Uh-oh. You just muted yourself, Sharon. I don't know what you did. Uh-oh. It's like making a weird beeping noise now. Did you guys hear that?
She went to the Vegas Promptings Academy.
That's right.
Yeah, that was what, a month ago.
A month ago. Okay.
And the only one I could possibly go that's left is Phoenix,
Okay.
Okay.
When's Phoenix?
June 24th.
Wow, I could drive there. I didn't see that.
Yeah, June 24th.
So as a choice, I could drive to Phoenix or fly to the cool one.
Yeah.
Hot and humid or kind of dry and arid and nice and close.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing I wanted to say that, whenever it's not possible to get to a prompting academy, did I miss a joke?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Woody was he was vacillating back and forth, and I went,
Oh, yeah.
and then Adule said the same thing, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. She is the coolest. What can we say?
Yeah.
San
So,
Diego.
That's right. Those San Diego crazies.
so that's where my husband grew up. In
Really?
Abbey Normal Heights.
Why did I not know that?
I don't know. When I met him, he lived in Rhode Island, but he grew up in
Oh,
Normal Heights.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Crazy. What year did Pat graduate from high school?
it would have been 76.
Okay.
We're a lot older than you are.
Well, yeah, but I was wondering how close to my dad's age he was, because I had a great
Thanks.
my dad graduated in 70. So
That's cute face.
That makes me your dad's age, Tracy.
yeah,
A very young dad.
my dad on April 6th is going to be 66 years old.
Okay.
Oh, phew.
Well, that's not that far off. I mean, yeah, Pat's 59. He's older than I am. So, that's all. Okay, so what I wanted to say, of course, you guys know this, being the smart networkers that you are, but anytime there is an event like a Promptings Academy, you want to find people that you might know or that might know somebody who knows somebody in that area. And if you're somebody like me who works leads, then it's good to target leads for that area so that you can then promote them to those wonderful events, especially if you know that super cool people like Tracy and Woody and Adule might be there to welcome them. So keep that in mind as well. So it's not always just about if you can get there, but it's about who can you get there. All right, so that was last week's challenge. I'm glad you guys all are taking that seriously. Awesome. All right, I want to just mention, I don't see everything by looking in my Revolution office about all the activities going on, because I know a lot of people are selling bundles to people who may have already been a distributor or who are going to add distributor later or whatever. So I don't know all that activity going on. What I do see is when people add a new distributor. So I don't think any of these people are here right now, but Don Hughes, has a new person on his team that came second level down, came through Michelle Hensley, and that's somebody named Matt Anases. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. So shout out to Dawn, whose team is growing. And Dawn, of course, is sponsored by Matt, so that's Matt's team growing as well. He's been quite consistent. Sue Greenwald added a new teammate through another Sue McKee-Neal, sponsored Ashley. And I think Ashley was going to be a guest. I don't know. Did she come while I was away?
No, Ashley was supposed to be here one night and wasn't. We're actually going to see her on Tuesday when we go to Lincoln.
Okay, great, excellent. And then Rebecca Randall sponsored a new realtor, Joy Russell. I'm so excited for her. And she's already been invited to a meeting where I guess there were like tons and tons of realtors. And so this is going to be a great little niche for Rebecca to get into. And this is I think it's a Keller Williams agent that Rebecca's been talking to for 2 years. And the gal finally signed up. So that's really exciting. And then I wanted to say congratulations, Aduli. I noticed that you got a marketing bundle. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
I did.
Added that to your distributor package. So now you are equipped with all of the amazing tools that you need. And you will duplicate that because you'll let people know that's how you got started with the marketing bundle. So that's fabulous. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what it has. So I was quite
Isn't it fun
impressed.
to have all that?
I know, it is.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
It is.
All right. So any of you guys have a brag or a shout out? Brag would be something you did that you want to share with us you're kind of pleased about. A shout out would be to someone else on your team that you want to give recognition to.
Shout out to Sue. She had a meeting with a realtor group Monday. She had about 20 people there. No signups as of yet, but pretty positive. The broker from that Coldwell Banker agency is interested in a distributorship, which I think is probably the best route to go. Get the broker, the distributorship, and then sign up her realtors under her.
Yeah.
So, I actually texted Sue today, and she said she was going to use these exact words when she talked to her. I said, if she wants her realtors to be relationship building referral magnets, then she will too. So she said, I'm going to use those exact words when I talk to her. Yeah.
Very good. Good stuff. Excellent.
And then next week on Tuesday, we're going to Lincoln, and Sue has another realtor presentation with 50 Keller Williams.
Whoa.
Yep. And then we also have several other meetings with other people. So
Excellent.
yeah.
Doing it. I love it. All right. Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, Woody.
The Monica couldn't be here tonight. She's signed up the local, what do you call it? Senior assisted living. Remember I was asking you about that?
Yeah.
So she signed them up with a personal bundle, and I've been helping her. And today she did a health fair, and there were 4 or 5 people that were interested. And she set up a send-out cards table next to her other things that she does. So I went in there, and we took photographs. She's sending cards to them, and so she expects to bring in some more customers that way and introduce them to the business.
Cool.
And then, Aduli, I was going to tell you, man, if you look into the relationship marketing portal, go through that whole thing and learn the course.
Yep.
And then go out and you can do presentations to business people and just give that.
Okay.
And then spark a little bit of interest in the cards. And then
Yes.
they ask you for more. Because I did that today at the Rotary Club. I've been doing that. And today I got a lot of interest in it. And I don't go there selling cards. I go there passing along the info,
Right.
giving it out. And then afterwards they say, well, what do you do? And then I tell them, and then they go, okay, cool. I'll take a selfie.
What info are you passing out?
I'm not passing it out. I'm just teaching them the 3 basic tenets of relationship marketing.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't,
Oh,
I don't believe in passing things. I use a whiteboard. It's just fast, quick and easy. Rotary clubs are fast like that.
Yeah.
And they're all retired, so if you don't hold their attention, they fall asleep.
Okay. No, thanks
So
for
that's
that,
something to
Woody.
think about.
Yeah, thank you.
And I love the way you guys have been helping each other out so much. I mean,
Oh, lovely.
I was gone for days at my daughter's graduation, and I didn't have time to stop. I was often with other people, but I kept seeing the WhatsApp go, and I'm like, man, these guys are so awesome how they just help each other and share the best ideas. So appreciate that. This is a great team.
For a family.
Sharon, I believe you have something to brag about, or somebody to shout out for on your team.
Yeah, I have a teammate, Cindy. Today she signed up a marketing bundle, and so this week these are all customers. She signed up a marketing bundle, a preferred bundle, a preferred customer, and a personal bundle.
Very
It's
good.
what she's done this week. They're all customers, and she's still got a few on the sidelines. Got to follow up and wait and see what they're going to do. So,
Yeah. And she's going through some challenges right now too, and
yes,
and getting herself to go do at least one presentation a day.
yes.
Oh
Well,
wait, or is that the realtor? That's the realtor.
Yeah, her husband has leukemia,
Yeah.
and he's about 45 minutes away from where they live. So she goes and sees him every day, and she'd wanted to do 3 cold calls a day, but she's settling for 1. She says that's all I can do right now with what's going on. So, but
That gives her something positive to focus on with everything.
yes,
Take
yes,
the night off.
Yeah.
yeah. So she's really excited tonight. That's why I was gone for a while.
Get her address from you. Maybe, I don't know if everybody else wants to, but I'd like to send her a card.
Yeah.
And,
Please do.
Sure.
Yeah.
encourage her
Good idea.
what she's
Good
What if I
idea.
just put it on WhatsApp and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name and address, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, anything else before we go into the training portion that you'd like to share? Good stuff. Okay, so the training that I prepared for tonight, and by the way, thank you to all of you who've been doing the training while I was gone. And Adule, I heard you did a stellar job presenting what you learned at the academy up there with in Canada. That was Melissa's. Is that right?
Yeah, Melissa.
Marla?
Yeah, Melissa Ballock. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna make some time this weekend to go watch the video so I can pick those tips up as well. Appreciate you.
Oh dear. You're welcome. Thank you.
And who else was it? Was it Steve who did the one the week before while I was gone, or Tracy?
I think it might have been me, but I don't remember what I did.
Well, anyways, thank you for doing it. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, you wanted everybody to share. Oh, that was the same night I think that Julie shared. What they learned as they went through the website,
Yep.
tutorials and stuff. So that was good. I'm going to watch that. All right. Well, one of the things that I hear the most from people in network marketing in general, not just in send out cards, because I teach my Dialing for Dollars workshops. And so I deal with a lot of people in, dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of other network marketing companies. And I find that the #1 thing that holds people back from sponsoring, outside of fear of the phone, which is why I teach what I teach, but after that is they're afraid they don't know what to do with a new person once they get them. So if you don't know what to do with a new person once you get them, a lot of times that will keep you from even getting any new ones, because that's the energy that you're running, And so if you have the confidence that you know how to plug somebody into a team and into a system, then I saw that yawn. I saw you swallow that yawn, Missy. No.
Trying so hard. It's late at my house.
I know, I'm just teasing. My dance teacher, who was from Mexico, he used to say, "No Johnning."
No
No,
joke.
John.
Say, "That's $1. No Johnning."
Only wanting.
You're wanting. So anyway, I don't know. Do you guys feel like that is valid? Have you ever felt that way yourself, or worked with anyone who's felt that way, that like, I gotta know what
Yep.
Yeah.
might be holding you back?
Back 7 years ago when I started, we had like a book, and they mailed you the distributor kit, and it had do this, do that, do this. So we just have to remember that all of that is available online.
Yep.
And direct our new people to those, downloads and videos and tutorials.
Yep.
Today I was on the phone with Eileen. Big yawn, sorry. And excuse me. And I took her to the resource center and showed her where the videos were, and I always show people in the walkthrough, I always show them the tutorials for setting up their account, as far as, watching the website overview and importing contacts and creating a card and all of that, campaigns. But once you get a distributor, you want to take them and show them where the resource center is.
Exactly.
And watch those 4 getting started videos, and help them set up gift accounts so that they can do that. And I usually just, today I assigned to Eileen to listen to Jordan's replay of the perfect presentation. That's a great call. Take that. And then I told her to, let Jules, if I can't be there to help her, let Jules do the walkthrough for her on the computer.
Yes. So I'm going to share with you guys a little checklist that I made. And the checklist is stuff that I've always done, some things that I noticed that Jordan had on a list of a getting started checklist. And so I kind of merged them. And then there are some more things, but they're included in the getting started in the resource center. So I didn't want to reiterate all of those things too much. Here's the thing. You have to kind of gauge how much your new person can handle all at once, because some people will get overwhelmed and then it'll knock them out of the box for a while. So if you're like in a Zoom like this, I think it's good because you can see them. If you could get on a webcam, or if you're in person with them, that's you can also gauge it. And you can ask them, let me know if I'm going too fast or if this is too much. And you could actually do it in 2 sessions if you want to do it in 2 sessions. But I created a little checklist. Let me bring up my screen share, and I'll put this in the Facebook page that Tracy created, which is called Team Transcendence. If you're not part of that, you should, can you add yourself? I think we have to ask us to add you.
They might have to ask us.
So you can ask us on WhatsApp if you're not on that page already. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. And I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick. I think most of it will be pretty self-explanatory. Can you guys see this checklist now?
Yes.
Yes.
See it?
Yep.
Okay, so when I do start a new person, I am often starting people over the internet. And so I'm going to put them up on a Zoom. And behind that, I'm going to want to have my Send Out Cards website up. Okay, so, or I have them, or we log into theirs, either way. And then I'm going to be able to reference that back and forth, okay? So one of the first things I want to have a discussion with them, if I haven't already in the process of sponsoring them, is what do they want from their business and why do they want it? And, they're going to get a lot of introduction to coming up with your why as they go to our trainings and promptings and so forth. But it's a good idea to find out, what do you want from this business? Oh, maybe they just want an extra $500 a month, or maybe they want $1,000 a month, or maybe they want to get their cards free, or maybe they want to be able to walk away from a job or bring a spouse home or set up a retirement or pay for kids to go to college or whatever the thing is, okay? So what do they want and why do they want it? And have them write it down and you write it down. The reason we want to do that is because they're going to hit some roadblocks along the way. They're going to hit some challenges. There's probably going to be times where they feel like quitting. And if we know their why, we can always come back and remind them and say, is that still important to you? Is that something that you still want to have in your life? And when of course they say yes, then it's like, okay, well, let's just get past these challenges together and let's get back to, the basics, and you can get them back on track. I like to walk them through where to find things on the website. And again, using Zoom is really great for this. So some of the basic things that I like to share with them on the website is underneath the account tab, I want to show them how to go in and do their account settings and how to set up their
I just shared my dashboard with the fellas this morning because they changed the colors. It's like a rainbow now.
Oh yeah,
So pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I show them where to put in their personal website options, you know, their story, their picture, how they can change their personal URL, you know, so that instead of being a number, it can be a name or words or whatever they choose. I chose positive mail. And then I show them about enabling gift accounts and tell them what that means. And I show them what I put for mine, that, you know, they can keep it as it's set up, that the company does or not. I give people, I put in more because I don't want them to run out. I only give 14 days. I don't give, I think it's 90 the company gives, because if it starts to expire, then it gives me a great reason to get back with the person. So I just go over some of those basic things and make sure they get that set up, because if they don't understand that people can go to their site and send a free card and that's going to come out of their points and postage, that would be surprising to them. So you want to make sure they know that. And then, yes, under the company area, I definitely show them the support, the tutorials, and the downloads. And I kind of go over, you know, support, like you're going to get a faster answer on most things to do with our product if you go to customer support, if you go to chat, or if you call them. That's going to be a better use of your time, and that's the perfect use of support time. The best use of my time is to help you build your business. And I let people know that. Otherwise, you'll have people calling you all the time for little things that they could find on the website. You want to set them up for duplication so that they're not duplicating everybody needing them, right? So show them how to be independent. The tutorials, just like you said, Tracy, I'm not going to take the time to click through all this, but I tell them the ones that I think are the most important to watch, and then when they have time, come back and watch every single one of them. Downloads, I show this to them because I say almost everything that you need to find is in here, and it's all in alphabetical order. So for example, if you need to know the plans and packages, you just come down here to plans and packages, and there it is. All right, so, and I've already gone over that with them when I sponsor them to show them what their options are with that. Okay, so I make sure that they're very comfortable with where to find things here. And then the next thing is to take them over to the Resource Center. And I point out some things about the Resource Center. One of them is Stay Connected. That shows them the YouTube channels and so forth, the different channels we have. And then I assign them to go through the Simple Success System. Okay, and that's going to be their first step that they're going to want to do once we finish our little orientation. Okay, so they're definitely going to want to download the Getting Started checklist. Okay, and I'm just going to bring that up because there's lots of things on there what we want to point out to them, and they want to go through those 4 videos. Okay, so I've walked them through that. I've told them where all those things are, live chat, etc. Assign them to go through the Simple Success System and get the Getting Started checklist and explore the Resource Center. So, you know, you might suggest that they carve out 15 minutes a day to go into the Resource Center and discover something new. You know, they're not, it's like a library. They're not going to learn it all at once, but they're going to go check something out each day. Show them how to get their handwriting into the system. So when I'm in the downloads area, that's one of the things I show them. There's under the H is the handwriting font. Print it. Read the instructions very carefully. This is something you will mail into the company. I'll let them know about that. And then coach them on setting up their custom brand. Now, you may not do that day. That would be a little overboard, but I would say, look, we're going to want to make sure you know how to use the brand manager. Let's schedule a time for later this week to get together and do that after you've watched the tutorial on it. So you get them to watch the custom brand manager tutorial and then come back, and they may need some assistance with that. Okay. Add them to the official Send Out Cards Facebook page. Just one second. And inside that, on the Getting Started download that we have, the Send Out Cards Facebook page is down at the bottom of that. So I'm not sure, I downloaded it, but I'm not sure where it is now. It would be over here. There it is. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the Getting Started, it shows you, oh wait, no, it's up here.
No, the Facebook page was at the bottom.
Oh, it was at the bottom? Okay. I'm trying to go too fast because I'm seeing we're over time and I don't want to go over time. Okay, yeah, it's right here. But you can join them. I join them. And if there's any other Facebook pages that you like to join people to, like I like the one for the Realtors Should Use Send Out Cards ones, or whichever that realtor one is. I add them to that, or the mobile, Gone Mobile page. so you might want to add them to those. Again, I kind of gauge that on how into social media they are, because if you add them to too many pages, they'll get overwhelmed. So you might just want to use the company one. And then the leadership call and Jordan's calls are right here. So you can just point that out. Put these on your calendar now. And that's what I ask people to do. Put it on your calendar, because if you have to try to remember to come back and look at this sheet, you'll forget them. But if you go and add them to your calendar as a recurring event that comes up and as a reminder every Monday, then you won't miss these calls. And they are recorded if you do miss them. And then we want to let them know about Jordan's wonderful site, The Cool Buzz, and you might give them an assignment, okay, that they can listen to the last 5 calls and take notes. I took that straight off of Jordan's suggestion. Or you might just have one call that you really love that you think they should listen to. So whatever you want to highlight there. And then make sure that you add them to our WhatsApp. Okay, let them know to download that and get into our group, and that we have our team Zoom, and give them the link for that and encourage them to come to our team group. Introduce them to your upline via a 3-way call. So this isn't during your orientation. I guess I should have put down that as an extra thing you do, but you definitely want to get them introduced to whoever it is you're working with, whoever your team leader or leaders are upline. And then give them the 2-step texting script. And this is up to you if you want to teach them to do it this way. This is what Jordan suggests. So, success leaves clues, but give them the 2-step texting script and coach them to send out 20 texts in 20 minutes, and then schedule time with you to do the 3-way calls with the people who say yes. And that's going to help people to get over their fear and get into activity, because you're going to be there to help them do it. So that's a big commitment on your part, but I'll tell you what, if you do that and you get those people getting their first 3, 4, 5 presentations done, they're going to be off and running. They're going to be able to see you do it. When I first started in Send Out Cards, I'd already been in network marketing for 20 years, I think. I have no problem doing presentations. I have no fear whatsoever. But I was very insecure about the Send Out Card system and what I should do. It was a lot of technology. This was in 2006, and I hadn't used it very long or anything. I didn't know what a gift account walkthrough should look like or any of that. We didn't have the same level of tutorials we have. And I had to have Jordan do 3 for me before I felt comfortable doing them on my own. Maybe he did even more than 3. He did 3, and Todd did some for me. And then I was ready to go off and do it on my own. So even a seasoned network marketing veteran, as I was at the time, I still had the same kinds of ooh, I'm new, I'm not sure, And so you got to remember what that feels like, and really help them. And then I said, of course, send them a welcome aboard email and a card or a campaign if you've put one together for your new distributors to kind of drip on them. Send Out Cards is doing that. They're going to be getting a card campaign from Send Out Cards, which is a newer feature I love. But you should do it to at least a 1 card. And then for the first week, if their schedule allows and your schedule allows, I think you should set it up that you're going to check in with them every single day. And the second week, maybe start checking in 2, 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be a really long check-in. It's just to keep it, in front of them, to let them just sharing that you're there for them, basically. And each time you speak to them, you might share with them 1 new thing. Hey, we've got these great promptings academies. You should go look over there and see where it'll fit. Or, oh, have you checked out Sincere yet? Here's a great place where you can get ideas and cards from other distributors. So just a little thing that you share with them each time you talk, so that they kind of learn what we have. We've all been around a while. Julie, you're pretty new, and each time you come, you learn a new thing, So that's what you want to do. Yeah. So that's kind of what I go over in an orientation or leading up to or right after, these items I want to make sure that my new distributors have. Okay, is this helpful, you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I will put this on the Files tab, or maybe I have to give it to you, Tracy. Am I allowed to upload?
I think you should be able to.
If I can't, I'll send it to you so you can put it up there. And feel free to add things that that if you find something I've left out that you would like to do in your orientations or whatever. So combined with this and this, You know,
Yeah,
this
you're
is-
an admin.
a lot of this is their home play, you know, that basically they're going to be working themselves through this on their own. All right, so new challenge for the week. I was thinking about all the occasions that are coming up. I was thinking about how we've got Easter and Passover coming. We've got Memorial Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. We've got lots of graduations and weddings, and then we have Independence Day. And you may have some other things. A lot of people have birthdays and so forth also. So that's a lot of stuff happening in a real short little chunk of time here, which could be a great opportunity for all of us to have a spike in volume, and also a great opportunity for our customers and potential customers to save time and money. So my challenge is for you to, this is all about following up, or if you don't have enough people in your pipeline to follow up, it's about initiating some conversations around this. And so here are some different ideas. You can pick and choose what you'd like to do. Follow up with some prospect customers that you have. So these are people you might have talked to about being a customer, and they haven't actually become a customer yet. And you might say something like, hey, you know what? You just popped in my mind because I was thinking about how there's so many events and occasions coming up. You know, do you celebrate any of these things, Easter or Passover or Memorial Day? Or do you have any, you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day? Do you have any people graduating or any weddings that are coming up? You know, with send out cards, you can save so much time and money. I'd love the opportunity to reintroduce you to our system so that you could do that, right? And then you could follow up with a business prospect, and you could say, you know, I was just realizing how much my business is going to be growing here in the next few months because we have all of these occasions coming up. This is a great opportunity right now to start with send out cards and be able to capitalize on that card sending. How about we revisit what money is on the table for you here? Okay, so that's the way you can follow up with business. Follow up with customers you already have and see how they're doing with their card sending and offer some assistance. Hey, we've got some amazing occasions coming up. Do you have any weddings, any graduations, any birthdays? You know, are you going to be sending out Easter cards, whatever? I'd like to just offer my assistance if you need any help with any, you know, custom branding or, you know, anything. So it's just a kind of a check-in. And another way you could check in with any of these people is to send a card that talks about that. Hey, spring is upon us and we've got all these occasions coming up, and send out cards is a great tool for all of your birthdays, your Mother's Day, your Father's Day, your weddings, your graduations, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe even do a comparison, like in the store, what's the average card costing? I don't know, $3, $4? And how much time is it taking? And you could show maybe something like that. So my challenge is to follow up with 2 people a day, or initiate with 2 people a day this next week. And that could be either a combination of actually picking up the phone and calling them, or doing a card campaign that goes out to people with the intention that you'll follow up later. So if any of you come up with a really creative card to remind people that these events are coming up, would love for next week for you to share the card so we can see it.
Very
Okay,
good.
so that was kind of a long challenge, but there's different facets you can choose. You know, use it to get customers, use it to get distributors, use it to spike some growth with current customers, and, you know, reminders that this tool is here. Because a lot of times people just forget, and then the event's upon them, and then they have to run to the store and buy a card.
Doing this.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. We went over time, but that's okay. Okay, you guys. Anybody have any final little something you want to say before we zoom out of here?
I just want to make sure, I don't know if Woody is still on. 'Cause
Oh.
I'm not seeing him on the
I don't
list.
see him. Yeah.
No, he left. He said he had dance
Oh, okay. All
or
right.
some rehearsal at home or something like that. Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to, I'm pretty sure that he connected with Amanda already for the gal that he signed up that has the assisted living facility.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, and I'll shoot him a message in WhatsApp and let him know to make sure that they connected.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing that I want to say, going back to the getting started too, one of the reasons why, beyond that, you want to be the most support you can and you want to help people to stay on track if they fall off track, which is why you want to know what their goals and their why are. It also helps you to know how to orient them. Because with somebody who says, look, I just want to be a card sender and I might refer somebody casually here and there, you're not going to like push them into becoming a level 4 card sender and going through all the tutorials. You want to show them that they're there, but you're not going to, you don't want them to feel pressure, right? But somebody who says, look, I got some goals. Yeah, I want to make $1,000 a month right up. I want to move up this rank as fast as I can. Then you're definitely going to want to be checking in with them daily and, and giving them new tasks all the time. So I think you guys know that, but sometimes people can feel pushed. And so that's why we want to get their goals and what they want right up front. And those things can change over time too, for sure. I know they did for me, definitely. I went from like, I'm just using this as a tool to casually sharing it with a few people to deciding to build it. All right, you guys, love you. Have a fabulous week. Mwah.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, see you next time.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.